Alright, hey guys, welcome back to my video, my channel, whatever this is. I just wanted to make a quick video about my new experience, my new side hustle. So if you're interested in making flexible, quick money, then keep watching. So if you watch TV or YouTube or any type of social media, you've probably heard of a new craze called VIPKid. So VIPKid is an ESL company. ESL stands for English as a Second Language. There are a lot of companies like it, Magic Ears, some other ones, but VIPKid is the one that I currently work for. So what is VIPKid? VIPKid is a platform that teaches English to children that are based in China. So you can be remote and teach from anywhere in the world, actually. And all you need is a computer, a headset, and a bachelor's degree. The platform is kind of set up like Skype. So you talk to the kids on your computer through the platform. They give you a lesson plan, they give you instructions, questions, and the answers to the questions. So it's really easy and smooth pace for how the lessons actually go. So the way you work is it's kind of like tutoring. The kids book you for a session. Well, actually, the parents book you for a lesson, a session that they want to have with you. So the lessons are kind of sporadic when you're first starting out because you have to kind of build a rapport with the parents and the students and get a following for people. For me, when I started out, I actually had a really big influx of students and classes my first month, probably because they had a promotion going on at the time that really pushed new teachers. You can do videos and showcase your talents and what type of teacher you are. So with that being said, I've been with VIPKid for 4 months now, and the first month I made $200 because I had that influx of teaching. The second month I made $77. The third month, that was October. It was still kind of around when kids were going back to school and getting settled in with their new schedules in China. So it was pretty slow, and I only made $17 my third month. My fourth month, in November, I made $200 again, and right now I am currently in December, and things are pretty good right now. It's starting to seem pretty consistent, and I'm trying to get some regular students. I actually just finished teaching a class, and I'm doing short notice classes, which you get paid a little bit more for, and I'll talk about the pay next to let you know how that works. So the pay, everybody wants to know what kind of money you're going to make. So the company advertises for you to make $14 to $22 an hour. Actually, the classes are taught in 30-minute increments. So when a parent books you to teach their child, you only have to teach them between actually a minimum of 25 and a maximum that's supposed to be 28 minutes. And that's also good because if you have back-to-back classes, it gives you a buffer to go from one class to the next. So in the increment of the 30-minute block, you actually get a base pay. My base pay when I started was $8. So no matter what, when I teach a class, I'm going to get at the very least $8 for my 30 minutes of time. Included in that, they also give you a $1 incentive for getting to the class on time and starting it smoothly, no technical issues, that type of thing. So typically, if I'm booked a class ahead of time, I'm going to get paid $9. That's $9 for that 30-minute increment. And if I were to teach 2 back-to-back classes, that would be $18 for an hour. So that's how they get into that range of 14 to 22 an hour. For the other incentives, how I mentioned the short notice classes where you really start to get a bang for your buck and your time then, short notice classes are an extra $2 incentive. So short notice is when you're teaching a class that has been booked within 24 hours with a block on not being booked anytime up until an hour before the class. So I just taught a class. They booked me at maybe 7 o'clock and I taught the class at 11. So it was within that 24-hour block, and I got an extra $2 incentive. So in total, for my base pay, my $2 incentive, and for my dollar incentive for just showing up to the class and teaching, I got $11 in total for that 30 minutes of time. Now, where this gets cool is that's just $11 for 30 minutes, no big deal. But when you really sit down and you have a lot of classes back to back, that's where you make your money. A few weeks ago, I had a really big influx of short notice classes. So from about 11 p.m. to 2:30 a.m., I just sat and taught nonstop back to back classes, $11, $11, $11, and I made the equivalent of $22 an hour, and I taught for about 3 hours. So you can see how much money you can make in that short amount of time. And it really starts to pay off, including the fact that you can do it from anywhere and it's really convenient. I've literally taught in my pajamas. I've taught at my physical job in my car before and used this as my background. So it's an easy way to kind of have a little gas money. And for me, my goal is to build up my students to be able to take this job with me for my next clinical, because I travel for school and all that stuff. So all in all, it has a lot of potential for you to build up your clientele and be able to make a steady income and take this job with you somewhere else if you decide to move or you travel. And that's kind of my goal. How do you apply? Now, the application process, I think, was pretty easy. It did take a little bit of time, but compared to other companies, like at first I did Magic Ears, and that company was awful to me for the application process. I can discuss that in another video if y'all like. But for VIPKid, all you have to do is fill out a basic application, put in your name, your email address, your age, that type of thing. That's it. Actually, I think on that you actually have to put down like if you have teaching experience and all that thing. My advice, if you do decide to apply after this video, make sure you put some type of teaching experience, whether it's being a counselor at the Y or being a Sunday school teacher, to make sure that they accept you. So you go through that, and then you have the option of doing a SMART demo, which includes a 6-question quiz and a 2-minute video that you record at your comfortability level in your home, and it's 2 minutes on your own phone. You send it in. If they decide to move forward with you, you should get your base pay at that time, and then you will move forward with your certification process. So since there are different ages and levels in all of the kids that are in VIPKid, they kind of break them up according to their English level, and they have levels like 2 and 3, which is a lot younger, levels 4 and 5, which is a little bit older. So you get certified for that. Basically, if you've made it to this point, it's pretty much a guarantee that you're gonna make it through the process, but it is a little bit tedious as far as the feedback you get and tailoring your teaching style to the feedback. So I would just suggest you go to YouTube and search the name of the mock class that you're trying to certify for, and just practice on that and make sure you receive your feedback. After the certification process, you just go through with sending your background check, proof of your degree, and all of your things that you want to put on your profile, like your picture, your bio, those things. And after that, you just have to wait for everything to be verified, and then you're able to open up your classes and start teaching. As far as what teaching looks like, you would think like, oh, it's kids and you have to have a lot of energy and it can be nerve-wracking. So for me, my opinion might be a little biased because I already have a lot of energy and I'm an energetic person. but I think that it's not bad at all, as far as the energy and the time that you put into it. So I like to teach the older kids. I teach levels 4 and 5 typically. Those kids are like 11, 12, sometimes 13 years old. They are older and been in the program longer. They speak a lot more English. So at that point, you can have conversations with them. Typically, my lessons will go like this. Can you read for me? Good job. You say it like this. You try. Good job. You're doing great. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, that's pretty much. I tell them to read to me and I listen and make sure they don't mess it up. I don't feel like I have to exert a lot of energy. They're older, so they don't care for a lot of like extraness and like trying to make them engage. But overall, it's fun. I've learned some new things as far as doing the lesson. They're learning stuff about different countries and math lessons and social studies, and it's also engaging for me because I'm like, oh, I didn't know that about Australia. You don't have to worry about not knowing the information yourself, because since they give you the lesson plan, you also have the questions and the right answers to make sure that you're answering them right. If you're interested in applying for this job or trying to set up this type of online gig, then I will leave my referral code in the description box. Use it. Reach out to me if you have any questions, or if I didn't explain something in the best way, I'd be happy to give you more information. I think I covered everything. If you have more questions, just reach out to me on my Instagram at the PT Bay, or just comment down below here on YouTube. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.